excited about this. Felipe Pena versus representing Gracie Barra and Nisar representing Atos.
Nisar just looks so happy just to be there. You know,
Absolutely.
he's been smiling before they step in.
Yeah, absolutely. Like he's probably going against, like, he's newcomer, and he's going against one of the most experienced, most accomplished guys in the whole tournament.
Yeah.
Double guard pull. Nice leg drag attempt there by Nisar. For those of you who are wondering what preguiça means, I think a lot of Americans don't know. Preguiça means lazy.
Yeah. But it's a lazy, would call, it's an animal, right?
It's an animal, yeah, like the sloth.
The sloth.
The sloth is a bicho preguiça, yeah.
That's a very good exchange here by Felipe. He's so good at this passing by lifting the guy's knees.
So this happens a lot with the flexible guys. Like, normally, my solution is exactly, I put the head on the belly button.
Yes, and dig
forehead on the belly button to flatten out the hips. Pressure, pressure, pressure.
Yeah.
Dig your toes into the mats. Bend those knees.
Duarte, please report to the bullpen.
Felipe was on fire in the absolute. It was an amazing fight against Bochecha, you know.
That was fun.
It was decisions.
That was fun.
Completely equal. It could have gone either way. Felipe lost on the decision.
You know, I will say this about Bochecha, man. He has this thing about turning things around, like with 20 seconds left.
It's crazy.
That's when he's most dangerous, in the last 15, 20 seconds of the fight, because he is explosive the entire fight. How many people, everyone's explosive at the beginning of the fight, right? That's normal. How many people can, like, still have that extra gas tank with 10 seconds left after a 10-minute battle?
And to make it happen, that's the crazy thing, because
no, he pulls it off.
Most people don't, because it's so obvious what the people trying to do. The people just get canceled. But with him, he just make it happen.
Absolutely. I'm really disappointed about João Gabriel not making it.
I really was looking forward to
actually, you know, I've been kind of rooting for him for a long time now, because he's so close, so many times, right?
And he's been through. He beat last night.
Yes, he beat cancer. A lot of people don't know that. Like, he's a warrior, man. And he beat Bochecha recently in Brazil.
Yeah.
And I had him for winning the Worlds this year. You know, and I'm really disappointed he got food poisoning. He couldn't compete his weight class or the Open. And
this is a fight that every world.
I'm sure he'll be back, but he's at his prime right now. Like, I really felt that this was his year. I just want to find out what he ate and where to make sure.
So he don't go there.
I buy my next opponent a voucher to eat there for free for a whole month.
These are trying to use the lapel here, kind of a little bit of a different style for warm guard.
I can barely keep up with all the different lapel guards, the variations of lapel guards.
So many things can happen. Huh?
Yeah, like I see like a new one every other day now, it feels like.
That's why it's important to understand the concept so you can deal with it.
Because that's the hard part, right?
Yeah.
Not the memory, the understanding of the deeper principles, right? Memory is not something you can trust. I don't trust my memory for a second, but
not at all.
My principles, I feel like, you know, the foundations are, it's what you got to focus on.
Nisar for the attempt of a single leg here, sweep.
Nice, beautiful timing by Felipe.
He's so good at it.
That was so nice of a collar drag off the single.
2 points.
Yeah, it is 2 points, but it was risky too, because had he missed that,
he'd have the sweep.
Yes.
It's true. But this is his signature move. You know, like he's
that collar drag from the single?
And to the left side.
From the single.
Yeah. And so the left side as well. He does try.
Because I teach that collar drag a lot. It's a great takedown because it's low risk, high reward, right? That's why I like it.
Yeah.
But I've never thought about doing it from this. When he's hopping too. So you come back with extra weight. You're
heavier. The size of his legs.
Yeah.
When you do it, when you master this kind of technique, man, it's impossible.
And notice that he does it off. He did it off the hop too. Like he's coming back from the hop,
which is not expected.
Yeah.
Things when you do it that's not expected, that's when you're going to get it.
Surprise element. Yeah.
And he's a right-handed, but he plays left on that side.
No, you can't prepare for this because how many people do that in the gym? It's difficult to prepare for someone that does something that is so unusual and unorthodox. That's why I like people that like, you know, I hate that discussion, old and new, old school and new. So I think it's idiotic, but like Roger, he threw so many people off because how do you prepare for a guy like him?
Everything is changed, the angles changes, the reach changes.
Like the guy's height, like his game is so, he's not passing like everyone is passing. Like everything just throws people off. And it's true for so many guys in here. Like they have a game that you can't quite adapt to because you have no one in the gym to kick your butt in that position, right?
So Nisar started here, the one leg X guard, Felipe grabbing that
On mat
bottom
number
pants.
2,
So Nisar doesn't come up.
Match.
This is a nice technique that I picture from Leandro Law. Leandro Law does this a lot by grabbing the top leg, so the person doesn't come up on top.
You know what I do?
That grip, that's really hard to take, because even if the guy pushes him out, he cannot stand up.
I got to show you one that I've been doing. Like what I do is with that right hand, I swim it underneath the leg, like I'm going to stack it. Like I'm putting my hand in my back pocket, and I load it up on my bicep. Because this doesn't go on the shoulder, but it goes on the bicep. And it shuts off the single X completely. And I've been hitting that in practice all the time. And super simple way of shutting off the single X.
That's pretty cool idea, actually. So see if Felipe doesn't let it go that top leg at all, because he will need that to complete the sweep at some point. So he's going to be just turning the side, get the angle, secure the pants, and when Nisar tries to stand up, he was going to pull that up and then we'll stop. Now he let it go because he's afraid of the back now.
I'll say this, though, Felipe is not in a good spot right now. No, Nisar's got something here. Is that, you know, he still needs to sweep into a good position to be close to the pass or the back, right, to turn this around. Because he's got just about 4 minutes left.
Now he's on view. So now you don't do that to him because he's
underhook. Yeah, well, he's got that knee trap, though.
Yeah.
If he can keep a strong leg control there, he could get Felipe's back. He's got a good spot there, brother. He's got to chase. Chase. Nope, not a chance.
Could it be if he gets a pass, that's going to be the problem.
Felipe did a good job keeping his back on the ground. Good sweep. Beautiful.
Very good approach. And Felipe had to do that. He had to give the sweep because if you take the back, it's over.
But it doesn't solve Nisar's problem, which is now he's in Felipe Pena's guard, and he's still down by 2 points.
Yeah. So
and by advantage. So, you know, he needed a sweep to the back, a sweep close to side control to turn this around.
That's when the experience comes around. If you try to just fight on the action-reaction,
exactly. You think, oh, 2 points. 2 points alone in this position do not help him right now. Yeah. Does not help him right now. So...
the knee rip that.
He needs to pass, basically.
That knee rip, that could be the...
But I think that with the criteria they're applying here, bro, if the foot is not stuck, they're allowing it. It's only if you're holding the foot that it's a rip, which makes sense, right? Because if the foot is not stuck, I can turn. Like the De La Riva, I can turn. You can just give the back on the knee tweak, right?
That's true.
That half guard.
He just pull it off now. He's attaching the guard from Felipe. Felipe, who had a very big injury like a month ago against Tex on the heel hook, come back and display such an amazing fight against Bochecha, you know, and then now here on the quarterfinal, and fight like nothing happened.
How long ago was that?
1 month ago.
Wow,
that's incredible.
Impressive recovery, impressive performance against Bochecha, and so far here, like cruising a victory over Nisar. 2.5 minutes left. Yeah, Nisar needs to switch gears here, get a lot more aggressive. But I will say this though, bro, like I'm really impressed, man. He's done really well. Beautiful sweep there by Felipe.
1 minute 53 seconds to go. Felipe winning by 4 points and 1 advantage against Nisar. Felipe Pena from Race Barra.
Yeah, it's getting to the point where Nisar needs a submission, pretty much. And, I mean, he could score 5 points in the next minute 50, but, like, given Felipe's game, I would be looking for a sneaky submission, probably. What would you be doing?
Yeah,
you need something quick, which is not, it's still not, I mean, tapping Felipe Pena is no easy task. No
exactly,
doubt, but, like,
he doesn't tap.
He's more likely to do that
yeah.
than he is to score 5 points on Felipe with a minute 30 left.
It's hard because Felipe is like one of the best fighters in the world at the moment, you know. So it is a tough match, you know. And that's what is, when there are levels of difference, you need to. But submission would be the option.
It goes to show you Nisar's level though, because he's doing really well against a guy who just fought Buchecha to a draw. So gives you an impression of how competitive this is. Man, like I'm always impressed by the lower belt divisions too, bro. Like blue belts and purple belts, like the level is so high, and you have to win like 6 matches, 7 matches sometimes to be the world champion, and they're all tough fights. You don't get guys who are just walking in here just to have fun anymore. Like they're all practically professionals, training 2-3 times a day, year round, you know, for this big event. And it's so, you know, you see all these guys putting all this time and energy, and you have 100 people in the bracket, and if you win 1 match, you're within the top 50%. Think about that.
That's crazy. Yeah, I heard. I saw on the post that Josh Hinger put. It was pretty interesting. 25 seconds to go. Felipe winning by 4 points on the top. Nisar trying to go for the sweep.
He needs to tweak that.
Even if the sweep comes, it's not going to make a difference. Now he has a single leg. And Felipe might now just probably think already on the next fight. So.
Yeah, he needs to just cruise. Fight's over. Good job, Nisar, though. Didn't stop for a second. Very impressive performance. A lot of new names, Braulio.
Yeah.
A lot of new names.
Man, Jiu-Jitsu is just going to get harder and harder from now on, my friend. See the levels of the blue belts. Oh, my God. Like,
so good.
It was so beautiful to see. If you follow the Flow Grappling posts online, on the live stream, it was incredible. There's some of the guys that are blue belt that he could beat some black belts.
I think they beat most black belts.
It's crazy.
Which is a little unfair too, because when you're 20 years old and you don't have a life outside of the gym, you're kind of expected to perform. You're expected, maybe not to win a world championship, but you should be good. Yeah. If that's what you're doing, and there's a lot of people doing that. They call it the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu lifestyle, right? And they wake up in the morning and they're watching Flow